to make a video about the upcoming candidates for the 2016 presidential race and why I am voting for Donald Trump. I believe Donald Trump will be the next U.S. president. But what I really like hearing from Donald Trump is what he won't do, which is he won't play games like all the other politicians, like all the other candidates. He's a businessman, so he won't play games there. The way he's going to treat the problem that has really reached levels that are out of control, with border issues, with illegal aliens, with how this current administration and every administration before this has given the free reign of what the U.S. has to illegals. He ain't going to do this kind of crap. He is preaching that he will not take any bull. He's going to be a president that is going to go into a business meeting with another leader, and he's going to basically say, this is how the U.S. is willing to deal with this. Take it or leave it. He's a businessman. He isn't going to kiss ass. He's not going to be like every other past politician / president has, cowered when it comes to dealing with issues that will make the United States of America be the powerful, stand-up-to nation that it once was. Donald Trump is speaking to me because of what he says he will do, number one, with the problem we have in the United States, particularly in California, Texas, Arizona, with illegal aliens. And when I heard Donald Trump say 14 million are going back, that's it. He got my vote. I was in 110%, all done. All other 15 candidates are washed up in my, in my belief. None of them, not one of them, will do what Donald Trump is speaking. Every single one of them is a politician, except for Donald Trump. And this is what you got to look at. When you look at the politicians, listen closely to what they say and who they are speaking to. Then, have a good listen to Donald Trump. He's not speaking to other politicians. He's not speaking to big government, or he's not speaking to big oil companies and all these other large companies that give multi-billion-dollar, handshakes. Do this, I'll do. He's not all about that. He went up there and he said, I'm going to send 14 million of them back. And he understands the reason why that needs to happen. Because across this nation, we got a problem. They have been given everything for free, and they've been given the right to be a U.S. citizen here in the United States without having to do anything. We just give it to them. Every one of these anchor childs grows up. He's still an anchor child. What did he have to do? His mother did it for him. She ran across the desert, she climbed the wall, she went under a fence, she crossed the desert, whatever way she did, whatever way she burrowed through here, and she basically gave birth to a child on U.S. soil, making that child an anchor child for the rest of that child's life, and continuing on that whole legacy to the next child that's born. It doesn't change. We don't like that kind of stuff here. You're a U.S. citizen if you go about it the way you should, not given for free, or not because you're from across the border and your numbers are so great that you outnumber the U.S. people here, okay? Your numbers are so great that a politician says, I think I could use their vote. I think I could win them over and become the next president. No, 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 no. That ain't going to go down. Not with Donald Trump. Right out the gate, Donald Trump said, I'm going to send 14 million of them back, which is exactly the 14 million that previous administrations used to get into office. Well, that's why I'm voting for Donald Trump, because he knows what the problems are in the U.S. You talk to contractors, you talk to business owners, you talk to real estate agents, you talk to people who have U.S. companies, and they'll tell you that their business has taken a beating because of, one administration has allowed 15 million of them to be here. Well, those 15 million have to start businesses. They have to be given something because, U.S. doesn't let people just starve like that if you cross the border illegally. So we're going to give them medical, we're going to give them dental, we're going to give them this and that, and we're going to give them the right to stay here. And, we're going to tell the cops you can't stop them. You can't do anything at the damn borders. No. We need Donald Trump to change the very fiber that this country was built on. We are a nation of strong back, and we don't take bull. And we don't need illegal aliens here in order to put a president in the office. We don't need any of their crap. We need them out of here so that the people who are U.S. citizens, so that the kids and families can have something for themselves. The resources are being depleted because the administration is giving things away to people across the border. What's going on here? We've never had an epidemic like that before. It's because they are allowed to stay in the United States. And it's because we have these right groups that fight for them. Well, Donald Trump needs to become president so he can change all of that crap. We don't need their bullshit. We don't need them here in the United States having 2 and 3 babies per family. We don't need that crap. We don't need anchor childs here. We don't need to be giving them everything that they never had. You have to work for it, just like every U.S. American citizen did today, yesterday, and every year past. You have to work for it. You have to earn the right. In fact, the only way that I believe that an illegal alien could earn the right to stay in the U.S. is to go and serve in a branch of the military for 4 years. That's the only way that every single illegal alien at the age of 18 needs to do. That's how you become a U.S. citizen, or that's how you have the right to stay here. You fight for the country that you're going to live in. That's how it works. We don't give it away for free here. There's a lot of companies that have suffered because 14, 15 million have come across the border and have been allowed to stay here. There are businesses across the United States that have had to close because they, in some way, shape, or form, have affected their very business. They come here and they get everything given for free. And there will be a family in any one of these states here that I bet you can tell you they've had to close up shop, shut their business down. Because why? Because of the competition that's underbidding them in whatever business they're in. You look at situations like contracting, real estate. You look at business where there's production, where there's a manufacturing. You will find it there. In construction alone, you've got hard-working U.S. contractors, people who have been here for years doing construction, who are being underbid. These are U.S. people. They have the right to be here. They're U.S. citizens. A lot of them went to war, too. A lot of them fought in the damn military. But guess what? They've had to close down shop because of being underbid by someone from across the border with a bucket of tools, okay? A little old white bucket with a few hand tools in there. The problem is that we've let 15 million of them in here, and immediately what they start doing, they start having babies. Or they came here pregnant with their babies. It's absolutely absurd how the politicians do not see what is good for the U.S. They simply say, we'll let them in, we'll let them transition into our economy, we'll give them everything they need, and guess what? Every single business across this nation has suffered from that. Politicians, and I don't care who you are, politicians are not who we need in office, okay? They say one thing, they turn around and do exactly the opposite. We all know this, okay? We need someone like Trump who goes in and doesn't take bull from anybody. That's why I'm voting for Trump. He is my next president. He's who I'm voting for. And I want him, the first day of office, send out a notice, collect them all, and out they go. Babies, mothers, if you're illegal, you don't belong. We need to take control of the situation that's out of control and has been put out of control by every single previous administration. In fact, why I really didn't vote for the last president, the current president, is because of what I read and what I believed he would not do. He wouldn't hold truth to anything that he spoke of. And I didn't like that. I didn't vote for him. I didn't want any part of that. And before him, I didn't want any part of him either. I'm telling you, we need Trump. We need Trump in office. We need Trump to change what is out of control for the U.S. American people. We need change. We need big change. Okay? And I don't really care. Okay? If Donald Trump isn't so savvy and isn't so, understanding of all of these world things that are going. He has advisors. When you get into the office, it's not like you go into the office and there's a little secretary in the corner typing away and it's you. Jeez, come on. He's got advisors who are in the business. They're going to do exactly what they're supposed to do, and that is advise him on the well-being of the United States. Donald Trump has the final say, and Donald Trump will always have a business mind and will always look at it in such a way that what's best for the U.S. That's what we lost. That's what we lost with the current administration. That's why California right now is hurting, because of the current administration in Sacramento. Our governor is not doing what's best for the U.S. citizens in California. No. He's doing what's best for the people who cross the border. They all handshake with everybody across the border. If they handshake, okay, I'll do this. I want Donald Trump in there, and I want him to shake things up and to really break things down the way they should be. And first and foremost, deal with this problem that has been plaguing us for years. Get rid of the illegals. Do not deal with their crap. It's unfair to the U.S. people. They go out, we take control of the borders, we build the walls, and we protect the walls. That's it. We stop the infiltration of illegals. Build the walls, okay? Build the walls. If we can spend billions and billions and billions at war in Iraq, we can certainly go to the borders and build up some walls that prevent people from digging under and going over or going through them. We need an administration that is for the U.S. people, and only for U.S. people. We can't deal with another politician in office who is going to sit there and be a talking head and tell the American people what they want to hear and then do exactly the opposite. We don't need that crap. We need a president in office who is going to do for the U.S. what the U.S. needs. We need a Donald Trump to sit in a meeting and say, sorry, that's no good for us. We won't like that deal. We're not going to do it. Get up and walk out. That's the kind of president I want. Okay? I want a president that says, we got a problem, and it's at the border. Okay? And he says, I want a wall built. And then the wall gets built. That's what I want. That's what I want. I want a president in office saying, okay, in every city, in every state has got a problem. And the problem stems from illegals. We're giving them everything. Everything we give them should be going to the U.S. people, to the U.S. citizens. Done with that. We're going to clean that thing right up. I'd like to see him in the first year. In the first year of office, I'd like to see a wall built everywhere where we know they infiltrate the U.S. soil. I want a wall built there. I want a wall built by our military, and I want it built in such a way that they can't burrow through, burrow under, or go over. I want a president that I can say, I am proud I voted for that man. We need a person in there who doesn't handshake with a bunch of people just to get in the office and then settle in and start doing everything that he wasn't gonna do. What's up? We need a Donald Trump who, before getting in office, is letting you know what he's gonna do. Climb aboard, people. Donald Trump is your next president. If you want change in the U.S., you need a Donald Trump. You don't need one of the 15 others. You don't need them. And I don't care, you can name any one of them, and not one of them will do for the U.S. what Donald Trump will do. Donald Trump will do more in the first year in office than all of them put together. Donald Trump is not a politician. He is a savvy businessman. He knows that the U.S. is going in the sewer, and it's been run that way for years, and he's sick and tired of it. And a man who speaks up and can see that, I'm all for him. He's got my vote. I wish I could vote for him 1,000,000 times. Donald Trump is the next president of the U.S., and people, you need to get a grip and take a look at him. I don't care if he doesn't know about politics. I don't care if he doesn't know what goes on in Afghanistan and Iran and Syria and all this. I don't care about that stuff. He's got advisors for that who have made their lifelong understanding of what that all is about, okay? He goes into a meeting, got a row of advisors there. They say, hey, listen, we got a little problem over here in Syria. We need to do this, this, and this. Okay, what do you think? Yeah, he's right. Then do it. That's it. Okay? Done. I want someone in office who goes into a business meeting with another leader and says, take it or leave it. Gets up and walks out. That's how we are. We are not spineless. We are the U.S. and we need to be strong in it. We need Donald Trump because he's going to change our image. And I want to look back in 20 years and say, I voted for that man and that was the best time of U.S. history. That was the man. Donald Trump for president 2016.